Tank and Jake. They've been going at it for years, and it would have happened sooner, you know what I'm saying? But we have hiccups in life. That's what I call it, hiccups, but they lessons to learn. Y'all with me? And it was good for us to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the head biggest game and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memory.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is in deep trouble again, but this time it's not just the law turning against him. His longtime coach and mentor, Calvin Ford, has officially cut ties with him after decades together. In a shocking interview, Ford confirmed the split, saying he's tired of Tank's chaos and refusal to listen. "He's done," Ford declared. "Kenny and I are leaving. There's no point staying when your fighter won't hear you." Fans are now asking what's really happening with Tank Davis.
What's going on with Tank, and are we going to see, and when are we going to see him back?
He got a little legal issue. As soon as they get through the courts, they'll set a date, and just all we can do is wait. I don't get into that side, you know what I mean?
Fans say they saw this coming long ago, especially when Ford skipped Tank's training camp for the Lamont Roach fight. For a while, both sides tried patching things up, just like Tank kept patching his career after walking away from the Roach rematch. Ford revealed the first cracks appeared when Tank retired without even telling the team. Back in January, Tank claimed he wanted therapy and time for his mental health, saying he needed to become a better father. "That's why I don't want to box anymore," he told Inside Boxing Live.
That thing like come back and help too, you know what I mean? So there's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. Man, no bad.
Tank said if he ever fought again, it would be without the same passion. He said, "I want everything out of me, so I never think about fighting or getting angry again. I've got 2 daughters, and I want them to grow up softer and more humble." Hearing those words, even Ford admitted he didn't know what to think at first.
Going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in you can get knocked out like that, so I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that, or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know.
Tank later reflected on his loss, saying he could have done more. Quote, "I was lost in the moment," he said. "You can get knocked out like that. I'd rather take a knee, but I didn't even know you could get disqualified for that." His confusion showed just how many misunderstandings were happening inside his corner that night.
What's going on with Tank, and are we going to see, and when are we going to see him back?
He got a little legal issue. As soon as they get through the courts, they'll set a date, and just all we can do is wait. I don't get into that side, you know what I mean? I'm just there when they need me.
Those misunderstandings had already started brewing before the Lamont Roach fight.
But no Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Eventually, Ford had enough. He turned his focus to younger fighters, saying it wasn't worth the stress anymore. Behind the scenes, there were rumors that Tank never paid his trainers fairly. Ford denied it many times, saying their bond was like father and son, not boss and employee. But patience ran out. Ford started skipping training camps, and Tank didn't take it well. The tension between them was now impossible to hide.
Hey Tank, real talk. When Calvin be with you on this fight? Come on, Tank.
Huh?
When Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. We gotta see. That's right.
Yeah.
What do you think about the guy yelling in the back?
Fight night became the breaking point. Tank ignored Calvin's advice during the build-up, and when it mattered most, that gap between them showed.
And he know when I go spend time with my peace, I'm going through things. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, at least I know where he was at. Because it was something that we didn't do. It's something that we normally do.
In the corner, Tank snapped back at Ford, yelling, "Calvin, calm down and listen to me." Many fans called it straight-up disrespect. To them, it was a clear sign that something had broken in their bond.
Like a submission, you hear me? Let me look at you. You gotta calm down, listen to me. Hey, come on now. Just trying to get it. Not in there more now because you gotta be controlled. There you go. There you go. That's how you get the dish. There you go. Stay good. Stay focused. That was a good round. Don't make shit up. Turn up now. I want all three of these.
Online, fans didn't hold back. "He can't do much without Calvin," one said. Another added, "If I had a mentor like Ford, I'd never let him go." Some even called Tank ungrateful. "He's wicked," one commenter wrote. After everything Calvin did, he still turned his back on him. Then he calls him his dad.
I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so, it's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
Before the split went public, the team tried to downplay it. They told reporters that Ford was simply taking a step back, not leaving entirely. Media outlets even clarified there was no fallout, just a change in training structure. But behind closed doors, the truth was much deeper.
This question is for Coach Calvin Ford. This is Matt from Brunch Boxing.
Oh, man.
Now, we know that Tank has talked in the past about retiring, leaving the game of boxing. As someone that's had Tank since basically he was a pup and you've raised him as a...
At first, Ford hoped time apart would strengthen their bond. "He came to see me, slowing down, worrying about me," Ford said. "He knows I spend a lot of time with my amateurs. That's my peace." Even without being in Tank's corner, Ford said he felt calm just knowing Tank was still training somewhere, still active.
What it do? I said at the last press conference. Y'all gotta understand, them guys been doing this since they were little. This might energize them again.
Oh, yeah. In fact, he backstage right now talking about he want a rematch. So.
Mac, no, backstage, you want to go to the gym.
Hey, Tank, we're gonna talk. When Calvin be with you on this fight. Come on, just Tank. Huh? When Calvin be with you on this fight. See that now?
I don't know. You gotta see. That's right.
What do you think about the guy yelling in the back? Did
That brief distance made them both realize the bond they shared. When Tank returned to the gym, Ford could tell the champion missed him, just like he missed his mentor. Even veteran coach Barry Hunter confirmed that sense of connection between them.
He will always be around, you know what I mean? So, that's Pops, like I said. So he'll always be there. It's, without me, without Calvin, it wouldn't be no me, you know what I mean? Because at first when I came into the...
Hunter also reassured fans that Tank isn't alone. Coach Boogie, Kenny, and others will still be there, he said. While Ford and Ellis have stepped away, Hunter reminded everyone that this isn't the first shakeup in Tank's team. Having worked with him since his amateur days, Hunter stressed that Tank is like family, and that people online often twist stories they don't fully understand.
He spoke in New York, some of that extra motivation when someone's talking in the crowd. What?
Like how was?
The two guys, like the bet, is all this stuff kind of added more?
No, I don't know. You know how people like...
Just so
the people that come with the clock,
Scorecards. Judge at the ringside. Eric Marlinsky scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114 even.
For now, it looks like a temporary shakeup that might fix itself in time. But the damage is real. Cameras even caught Tank yelling over Calvin's advice between rounds. "Listen to me." And now, Ford and Ellis have decided to distance themselves completely, especially after Tank's latest domestic violence case. Whether this rift heals or ends for good, one thing is clear. Tank Davis's future in and out of the ring has never looked more uncertain.
Gervonta Tank Davis did something awful again, and no, it wasn't scheduling another fight with Jake Paul. He beat a woman. again. And once again, I'm not talking about Jake Paul. If you know Tank Davis, you know he has a lot of run-ins with the law. But this is actually a civil suit over a certain criminal case that was dropped earlier.